Here we go then, guys. First day of summer. Pissing it down, as per usual. Time for a push session. Let's do it.
Yeah, are you having any fun? 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 Are you having any fun?
Are you having any fun?
Check it, yeah.
Alright guys, so straight into the session today. Started with flat barbell bench press. So points to note here. Nice slow eccentric phase, so we're looking at 2 seconds minimum. Keeping nice strong hands above the wrists in line with the elbows. Want to be bringing down just above the nipple, and we want to be bracing our core throughout the whole movement, guys. So really want to be squeezing our core and keeping our back flat on the bench. This is massive, guys. We don't want to be cheating. We don't want to be arching our back and turning it into more of a decline press. We really want to be keeping it a flat barbell bench press. So after this we then moved on to the shoulder press, so it's push day, so we're looking at predominantly chest, shoulders, triceps. Points to note on shoulder press then, guys. We start with, we don't want to be going too heavy on this. Never go too heavy because form is paramount on the shoulder press. So we want to be pressing the weight up above our head. You can see it from side on. We don't want to be pressing up in front of our head because then we're recruiting more of the upper chest. We want to be hitting the delts here, guys, not the chest. So we want to be keeping a nice upright posture. Again, really tensed core. Keep our back flat against the bench. Head up and pressing up above and just slightly behind the head, guys, so that we're really recruiting the delts. That's the main point on this. So then after this, we moved on to the incline press. New bit of kit for me. Don't tend to use this too much. I've never really had the availability, but Heroes Gym, Carterton, smashing it out. Loads of good kit. So yeah, liking this machine. On this, I tend to have my bum slightly away from the back of the bench, little bit of an arch, and then really pressing up with the upper chest. Get a good squeeze on this. Good mind to muscle connection. So as you can see on here, my bum's slightly away from the bottom of the seat, not pressed right up against on this one because I want to hit the top of my chest. It's quite an inclined piece of equipment, so don't want to get too much front delt in there. But yeah, nice slow, steady on the way down and then a drive on the way up and really squeezing. That mind to muscle connection, guys, is massive on all of these. Then we went on to the sort of a variation of the Arnold press. So we want to be keeping our elbows nice and tucked in, keeping the weights as close together as we can throughout the movement. So we're starting palms facing us in front of, when the weights are down in front of us, and then rotating so that they're facing away at the top, guys. Absolutely fantastic exercise. Love this. Got a really good pump. Here's a bit of trap as well here, guys. Nice and slow on the way down, elbows in. And we supersetted this with dumbbell laterals. So on these again, don't want to go too heavy. We want to minimise the swinging in this, guys. We want to be isolating the shoulder. We don't want to be getting the traps involved. So real good mind to muscle. Keeping that pinky high. Massive tip, pinky high. Really isolate that middle delt up there. After that, we then moved on to cable flies. So point to note on the cable flies. Start with a slightly retracted shoulders, guys. And then we don't want to be going too heavy on this because we want to really be isolating the pec. So we start with a slightly retracted shoulders and then squeeze in with our pecs, keeping the arms in line with the cables. So the cables and the arms make one straight line, they're not bent. I'm not making a wonky line. Want to be keeping both shoulders level, guys. So we want symmetry. Symmetry and form is massive. We don't want to be doing uneven movement patterns, guys. We want to be keeping it symmetrical. Mine's slightly off on this, to be fair. As we're looking at it, my left shoulder is slightly low, so it could need to be altered a little bit, guys. After that exercise, we then went on to triceps. Absolutely love this exercise. Got the bench there, so you're doing overhead extensions. You can do it with a dumbbell or a barbell, but I find that using the cables keeps constant tension on the triceps. They're never relaxed. Absolutely fantastic pump doing this, guys. So, points to note here: fixed elbow. We want to be keeping our elbows as still as possible, guys. We don't want to be rocking. This, looking at it from this angle, slightly to do with your body, your mobility, flexibility, but I like to try and keep my elbows nice and tucked in. Don't want to flare them too wide, and this really helps me get a good squeeze, good feeling on my triceps. Anything over the head as well, guys, is fantastic for the long head of the tricep, because you have 3 heads, not just one, so we need to target it from multiple angles. And this was my finisher. This is my favourite tricep exercise. Absolutely driving the blood into the muscle. Love it. Massive pump. Elbows fixed. I don't go too heavy on this. Nice slow eccentric again, guys. I'm massive with these slow eccentrics, 2 to 3 seconds minimum. Absolutely fantastic pump. So all exercises in this were 8 to 15 reps, but I was working around. Alright guys, we are back, episode 3. So today, just did the push session. Want to talk about my training methods, reps, sets, periodization, rest times. So that's going to be the focus of today's little chat. Firstly though, I want to have a little update on how the nutrition's going. So currently on 2950 now, calories total. Absolutely loving it, feeling full, feeling strong. But yeah, definitely noticing it in the gym, noticing it just in how I'm feeling. So loving it, loving the extra calories to play with. Right, so on to the training. So basically I've already mentioned that I'm starting off push-pull legs. What I'm going to be doing is a 3-week rotation, so a 3-week periodization. Week 1, heavy week. So you saw legs and pull, 6 to 8 reps, heavy. That's generally throughout every single exercise. Week 2 is hypertrophy, so we're looking at more 8 to 15 rep range. So push session you've just seen was a week 2 hypertrophy session. So 8 to 15 reps. I was working on that session sort of 10 to 12, looking to really drive the blood into the muscle. And on this week 2, we tend to start bringing in some more supersets, drop sets. Obviously today was just sort of standard 10 to 12 reps. Had the one superset in there. But then week 3 will be volume week, so we'll be looking 15 plus reps on every exercise, guys. Going to be doing drop sets, supersets, the works. They're going to be intense sessions. But throughout every week, massive focus, one of my massive training points that I love to get across, love to do, is the 2 to 3 second negatives on every single rep. So even on volume week, we're going to be working 2 to 3 second negatives. Feel the good burn, time under tension, massive. So that's why I'm doing it really, is time under tension and utilising the eccentric phase, because we want to be driving as much blood into the muscle as we can for hypertrophy, guys. So that's what I want to do. I want to put on some size. So time under tension, utilise the eccentric phase, and with both of these, mind to muscle, massive. I'm a massive advocate of mind to muscle, because what's the point in going into the gym and throwing around the weights with no sort of purpose? So we want to utilise every rep, every set. Rest time 60 to 90 seconds. So yeah, training for hypertrophy, so that's just sort of standard. But I like to keep a good eye on the clock on that, because I don't want to rest too long, and I don't want to overtax myself and not get as much as I can out of the set, because I'm not enough rested. So 60 seconds is my main time that I target for. If I feel like I'm going to need a little bit more, I'll go to 90, but generally 60 seconds. So tempo, yeah, 2 to 3 second eccentric phase. Done sets, done reps, done periodization. So yeah, that's about it really with the training methodology. Done a little update. Today's session, push, 8 to 15 reps, mainly working around 12. 2 to 3 second eccentric phase. And yeah, that's about it. So guys, that's about all for today's talk, today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, like, share, tell your friends, get everyone involved, because there's some really useful tips that you can apply to your own training, some content that you can apply and learn and make gains, and that's what we're all about. So yeah, follow Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, get on my email list. Website is definitely coming soon. In the final weeks of it's being built, so should be done really soon now, guys. Anyway, until next time, happy lifting.
My ass off and had this one girl completely naked. Drink my beer and smoke. You're all invited, but my good friends, bring your friends. All I need. Pass out at 3, wake up at 10, go out to eat, then do it again. Man, I love college.
Do I really have to graduate, or can I just stay here for the rest of my life?